Breaking news. The first death from coronavirus here in the United States.
These new cases coming as a shock to every single state along the West Coast.
Cases soars above 3,000.
Avoid gathering in groups of more than 10 people. Avoid discretionary travel. And avoid eating and drinking at bars, restaurants, and public.
It's been over a year since the COVID-19 pandemic began, forcing local business owners to review their business structure. Through the turbulence of 2020, the service industry has been forced to re-examine their philosophy toward what it means to run a business within a community in health crisis.
These guys were sitting at home. They had 6 weeks to think about what the heck am I going to do here? That's when it really sunk in. That's when they knew they had to make a change, that we are heading down a road that they've never been down before. So that's when you started hearing about all these different, side steps, and, pivot became the word of 2020.
I jokingly say that we opened a restaurant a year for 7 years, and I haven't worked harder than I have had to work the last year. The transitioning, the pivoting that we've had to do is unbelievable. And we've done it, and we did it well, and our team gets all the credit for that. We have amazing people.
The shutdown has been particularly hard on the restaurant industry. Owners who were once focused heavily on hospitality now look at their world through the lens of a commodities-based system, the economics associated with food, and the profits that coincide with running a restaurant.
I think it started with the pickup business. Okay, we're not coming in to dine, but hey, the restaurant's still here. Let's beef up our pickup and delivery business. And so they did. And a lot of guys were really good at it, and a lot of guys didn't do well at it. The fine dining places had a hard time adapting to that because people didn't really want to go drop $80 on a meal to go. You go to a restaurant like that for the experience and for the service and for the ambiance. And if you're not getting all that, you don't want to really pay the price.
I think Illinois had just shut down, and we're like, all right, we're going to shut down and spend a couple days to figure out takeout. Okay, so we shut down Sunday afternoon. We spent Monday, Tuesday trying to figure out how we're going to make our first transition to go to takeout. And we reopened on Wednesday as takeout only. Jason created this amazing family taco kit that, you get a couple proteins and then this cool tray of all the toppings and tortillas and sides. And that's been really popular.
We product test all the time. We'll get a core, basically usually the protein, the filling, and then we'll kind of work off a bunch of ingredients around that. We'll change the tortilla from corn to flour, kind of weigh it all out and see what works best, and it's really fun. That's one of my favorite things.
So all these guys are preparing to be as multifaceted as they possibly can, and to look for any revenue source that they think makes sense, and they're pursuing that. And a lot of them are taking this throw it at the wall and see if it sticks approach.
Product development aside, the industry looked at new ways the dining experience could be achieved, beginning with assessing the functionality of each element of their brand, all the way down to bricks that hold the walls and ceiling together. This assessment produced a concept called a ghost restaurant or ghost kitchen.
Ghost restaurants are basically just a kitchen in an industrial area, because these things are designed for delivery business. That's all it is. It's extremely efficient. And you could have one concept under the roof, or you could have several.
There was a Facebook post asking people what their favorite meal ever was. And then someone said the salmon with plantain mole at Milagro was her favorite thing ever. I was like, wow, okay. And then a couple posts later, someone said the tuna ceviche from Milagro was my best meal ever. And then someone else said, hey, Jason, that's two things now from Milagro that is the best thing ever. And that got me to thinking, and I really miss doing this kind of food. It's fun. It's what I love doing. And then we have this big kitchen over in Webster Groves, ghost kitchen, Milagro. Let's put it all together and see what happens. And so far, it's been great.
For the Tilford Brothers, the concept of a ghost kitchen meant a chance to revive a ghost of their own that had unfortunately closed its doors back in 2018. Milagro Modern Mexican in Webster Groves came on the scene in 2010 with a bang, and continued to shape St. Louis's understanding of modern Mexican food until 2018.
That was great. We really made our name for ourselves there. Jason won Best Chef in St. Louis, which was such a huge honor. For Jason to get that award was really, for a Mexican restaurant, was really awesome and groundbreaking in St. Louis.
Adam and Jason are not the only ghost kitchen in town. In fact, according to an article written in February by George Mahey, this new wave of ghost kitchens has stirred up some celebrities to pursue ghost kitchens throughout the United States, bringing names like Guy Fieri's Flavortown Kitchen to the St. Louis metro region. Jimmy Donaldson, aka Mr. Beast, a popular online vlogger, has also shown interest as well in the metro area.
It'll be interesting to see if this goes further this year, or as restaurants open up, will they kind of fade away? Will it be a fad? But I know that there's a lot of available space in these industrial parks, which is where a lot of these places are located around the country.
George is a board member at the St. Louis Community College Culinary Program, and he had some parting words of advice for young restaurateurs that are just beginning their careers amidst the pandemic.
With misfortune comes opportunity. There are opportunities now that there have never been, and you need to be on the lookout for them because they're out there. I really think that these ghost restaurants and smaller concept, just let's keep this simple. We don't have to spend $1 million and try to, shoot for the moon. It just doesn't make sense anymore. If this little concept works, then we can repeat it over here and over here. So is this a horrible time to be in the restaurant business? It depends on how you look at it. And there's definitely a glass half full approach. And there are ways to take advantage of the opportunities that are out there.